Hello friends and welcome to the Southern Mountain Kitchen. Today we're making a made from scratch chocolate pudding pie. So to start with, we're going to take a pie crust, which this is a frozen one, and we're going to thaw it out, and then we're going to put some holes in the bottom of it just to make sure it doesn't bubble up when we are baking it, because you're going to bake this for about 7 minutes at 350 degrees to give it a little brownness to it to cook it before we do the chocolate pie. So once it's baked and done, set it to the side and let it cool, and then we're going to begin mixing up our actual pie. Now, one thing you need to know about this is not a box mix. This is made from scratch, so it's going to taste amazing, but not like what you get out of a box. So we're going to start off with 1 1/3 cups of sugar, and then we're going to put in 3 egg yolks. These are large size that have been beaten. We don't want the whole egg, we just want the yolk. And we're going to add this into our pot, which we have on a medium-high heat, which we just turned on because we want to start mixing this stuff up. But by the time we get everything into the pot, we want it to be hot enough to start actually cooking what's in there. So mix up your egg into your sugar and make sure it's totally incorporated. Now, once we get this completely mixed up, we are going to add some flour to it, which you're going to need about 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. And then to that, we're going to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. And once it's in, we're going to mix again to start mixing this all together. And once you get it completely done and everything is pretty much incorporated, then we're going to add in 1.5 cups of whole milk. Now, you're going to put it in a little at a time. I always put about half in first and break up everything that's in the pot and get it going before I add the rest in, because it seems easier to break it up when there's less milk in there. So go ahead and stir it and mix it up and break up all the larger pieces of the cocoa, the flour, and the other stuff that were in there. Just to go ahead and stir it around. And then when you think you got the majority of it mixed up, then we're going to bring in the rest of the milk. So once you have everything in, continue to stir this up. We want to mix it, and we want to get this up in temperature to its boiling. So that means you're going to probably turn your heat up to high at this point and monitor it, because we don't want this to scald or anything. But we want to do this mixing up and going until it starts bubbling, and then wait for a whole minute of stirring, because that means like for 1 minute of boiling, you're cooking this. And then it's going to start forming something that's a pie consistency. It's going to be thicker like a pudding, and as it continues to thicken, that's what you want to see. And then you know you're about to the point where you want to take it off the heat. As you can see, what mine has thickened. And at this point, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of butter. And you're going to stir this up until you see that the butter has melted. Now mind you, this is not on heat anymore. It's already been turned off. The heat is actually just in the pot itself. Then you're going to bring in your pie crust, and we're going to take this out of the pot and put it into the pie crust itself and smooth it out till it's even on top. And then we're going to let it cool, because you want this cooled before you try to put anything on top of it, like a whipped topping or whatever you want to put on it. And then when it's done, it looks something like this, and it has the most amazing sweet taste, but it tastes like something made from scratch. It has such a great taste. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out my cookbooks, which are available on Amazon and bookstores worldwide. The first is all about regular everyday cooking, and the second is all about baking. Have a great day.